with one of the vessels that we seized on illegal charters in the country, we couldn't seize the vessel because the bank already had a lien on it. And so you look at where you say, oh, you seized the Bahamian vessel, but you didn't seize the foreign vessels. Well, there are other complications in those type of matters. We have matters where we impose fines. For example, you have the choice of a fine, or if you can't pay the fine, you get incarcerated. Some of those that are convicted choose to pay a fine because they have the ability to pay the fine. So there are different aspects that you take into account when you are sentencing. When you have the prosecutor seek a certain sentence, and when the judge really puts down a certain sentence. Pender said, what may have helped with sentencing are the new sentencing guidelines announced by the Chief Justice yesterday. Anyhow, I ain't going into all of that. I agreed with Bishop Boyd 1,000%. And I still agree with him, even after all the crap that Pender said. Simply because I believe that if the small man catch with gun and he need to go to jail, then when the big man get catch with gun, he also needs to go to jail. Pender was quick to run to the foreigners, but he still ain't. Bishop Boyd didn't only speak to the foreigners, he said well-connected blacks as well. He said the rich white man gets away with it and well-connected blacks. So, Pender, what about the well-connected blacks? Because we ain't stupid. We ain't born yesterday. And we have some whites who are foreigners. What about them? No, sorry, we have some Bahamians who are white. Sorry, I'm saying whites who are foreigners. We have some Bahamians who are white. What about them? Who are doing these things again? You know what? Let me tell you all a story. And this, because I found this unbelievable. Y'all remember a couple months ago, not a couple months ago, y'all remember when this guy got caught with 15 guns, this big time fella, in the Bahamas, got caught with 15 guns or more, and come to find out he was like trafficking guns. Anybody remember that? I think it's Kyle Carter. It's the Locksmith. Anybody remember that? Let me see. Y'all remember that? Let me remind y'all of the story. It says in May 2024, Kyle Carter, a 30-year-old locksmith in the Bahamas, was arrested and subsequently sentenced to 5 years in prison for possession of 15 firearms, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and a large quantity of drugs with intent to supply. The details. Police initially stopped Carter on May 15, 2024 for driving a work van erratically in Nassau. A small amount of marijuana was found in the van, leading to a warrant to search his home, where a significant cache of weapons, ammunition, and drugs were discovered. The search of his home uncovered 15 firearms, including high-powered rifles and pistols, 565 rounds of assorted ammunition, and numerous magazines, over 157 pounds of hydroponic marijuana, THC vape pipes, and other drug paraphernalia, 3 black bulletproof vests. The charges. Carter was charged with numerous offenses, including possession of firearm, ammunition, and drugs with intent to supply. He pleaded guilty to all charges to spare the court a lengthy trial. Chief Magistrate Roberta Reckley sentenced Carter to 5 years in prison for the firearm charges and 3 years for the drugs charges to be served concurrently, meaning he will serve a total of 5 years. Carter's mother, Cheryl Key, who lived with him, was also charged but pleaded not guilty.